Hello, welcome everyone to Sunday Night with Hilly, and we're here for HRF1, short qualifying 50% around Brazil, sorry not Brazil, what am I talking about, it's Singapore. It's definitely Singapore, it's not Brazil guys, just to clarify. Good evening, Mr. Massey, welcome to the stream and good luck for the evening. Agna, back again, what can I say, one of my regulars. Welcome Agna. He had a brilliant drive yesterday, did he? Excellent. Good to hear. Let's hope that carries on tonight. Difficult old track tonight, Singapore. Walls are always close. Always close. Right, what haven't I done? I've done all my sharing about of the stream. I haven't got my laptop open yet, so let's do that. I think we're getting close to going. I know Bowden said he's going to be late. I'm not aware of anybody else. Yeah, I think the shout's gone out. Yeah, Gunner's readied up, so the shout's definitely gone out. It's going to be a good one. Went from P18 to P4 at Suzuka. Made a gamble still slicks at the end of a light brain. Nice. That's a good one, Agna. I like that one. Yeah, definitely killer. I like Suzuka as well, all those twists and turns, particularly the first sector. That can't have been easy to drive that, but sometimes these gambles pay off. If you are down the order a bit, why not take a little gamble? And it, you know, it's the time to do it, I guess, isn't it? Oh, laptop, are you going to play up on me tonight? You are, aren't you? I'm going to have to turn it off and on. Oh, so annoying. Don't bid it. Yeah. It's fraught, yeah. I used to find when I used to play competitively at pool, and I used to I say used, I still do occasionally, not as much as I used to, but yeah, I used to find when I was playing, and family or friends were always a lot more nervous than I was actually playing. I don't know why. I've got no idea. They didn't have to do it. They always were. Anyway, into qualifying we go. So reminder, short qualifying. Quite a long lap here, remember. So, not as long as in previous years, obviously, with the changes. But I'll go into that in more detail at the start of the race on the formation lap. But anybody got any favourites here you think's going to take pole? I think it's pretty open tonight. I think you're going to see quite a battle to go on here. It's Clements, Gunner. Oh, Wallace is on track. I didn't know Wallace was driving tonight. Excellent. Hello, Wallace. Whoopi was going to be up there as well. So we've got a Haas out first anyway. So let's go to the Haas. Whoever that may be. It's Paella Muncher. He may well be up there as well. I'll tell you what, I looked down his field. 17 drivers. Bowden yet to come in as well. And he'll be up there. So this is one mightily close field. Really close. So I might even go as far as to say this is possibly one of the tightest fields I've ever commentated on. Ooh, so we could have a repeat then, Agna. Looks like round at the end of the race. Might happen again. This will be even worse than Suzuka to try and stay out on. Depends how close to the end it is. And of course it may also depend on safety cars before the end on stuff, so depending on what time the rain then comes. Good to know. I love this track. I've got to say, this is one of my absolute favourite tracks. I'm not particularly a fan of street tracks, but it just so happens that two of my favourite tracks are street tracks. This and Baku are two of my favourites. And I have to say that I do quite like Jeddah as well, so even though I'm not very good at it, I do quite like it. So here's Paella then, over the line, start, finish line, DRS open, we head down to turn 1, DRS in the pits on the inside, the exit goes round the corner, so it should be well out of the way, into turn 3. We see some drivers use a third, some second through turn 3 I would imagine, use the outside run-off area to open up turn 4. We go onto the onto the straight. Best opportunity for overtaking down to turn 6 here. Down to 4th, and then into this tight right-hander, probably the tightest corner of the lap. Open it up. I'm using 3rd through there. I usually use 4th. We head into this left-hander that leads into onto the bridge. And the traction's very low through here, so you've got to be a bit careful, and then into the hairpin, which is probably the only other really tight corner. You get a little bit of a toe. DRS again here now. A little bit of a toe. McLaren. Right hander, open up the steering into the new part of the track. Straight line down to the chicane. And then we head round to the final corner, which is this beautiful left-hander, probably my favourite corner, or one of my favourite corners of the season, without a doubt. Paella Muncher then, 130.0 to get us underway, not a bad starter lap. Just line to start one, let's see if we can get some of these other guys. I've lost him, where did he go? It's the Aston Martin, Massey across the line, 129.2 from Massey. And we have the other half of X11. There's P4, 31.0. I know he was a reserve X11 last week, but this week he is full time. He is taking a seat. Oh my goodness, where is that driver? I can't find him. There he is. That took some finding. D-Bomb into the final part of the track. Where can he go? Proven very handy behind the wheel recently. 130.2 puts him in P4 for the moment. Got a Ferrari. Corey on the final corner, 130.6 goes P5. Red Bull of Chris on the medium tyre. Using a set of mediums to get the Saito lap in, but it's a pretty good lap. 130.4 puts him into P5. Monsters. P9 and then straight away knocked down to 10. Let's just go to Whoopi's invalidated his first run. Emre is round the final corner. Emre Boda goes 130.7, that's P8. And then we're back to Paella, who did the first lap. So, who else we got out there? Right, so Whoopi's into the pits. He's not going to go again on that set. Wallace, nice to see him on track. Been a while, I must admit. I think Kenneth is behind us. Oh, in fact, Kenneth's already invalidated his run, so Wallace will stick with. I wish my laptop would hurry up. Yeah, interesting. Bonjour, Mr. Illy. Bonjour, Mr. Boulange. Monsieur Boulange. How the devil are you? Nice to hear from you. See, Wallace just a little bit soon on the turn in there. Cut curb. Sweet. Oh, he's going right. Oh, what a save. What a save. Oh, yeah, be happy to know I got that one on stream. What a save from Wallace. I thought he was going straight into the wall there. He ended up with a 31.8, so he's P13 at the moment, but nothing more to come from him later on. Gunnar back to the pits, has done a 130.0 to go P3 for the moment. I think those top times are definitely going to tumble a bit. Checo now in the Alpine. His teammate is Wallace, of course, who we've just seen nearly into the wall, but not quite. Definitely Massey. He'll have to go for a quick change before he goes out again. Over the bridge. Into the hairpin. Looking good. I have to say, very tidy so far. So the next runs we'll have the PBs that we can compare, as Wallace gives his teammate a little bit of a tow. Nicely done. I think they know each other, so it's good to see. 131.6, got his P12 for the moment, Checo. As we've got some now on their outlats for their second runs. Valungas has had a nice first run, 130.0. Massey at the moment, super fast. It's 129.2. Looking at extra, a little bit ahead, isn't he? Of the rest. No, that's not Paolo, it's the other Haas driver. Hope to find him. X11, I think, is going to be first across the line, so it's going for the second run. So his PB at the moment, 131.015. And he's currently sat in P9, so we'll see. Improve on that. Still waiting for my laptop. Still doing the start up. Ages. Laptop's not so important in qualifying, but when I set up ready for the race, as Bowden has joined us but is also retired. I don't think there's any rules. Oh, I think actually he might have a qualifying ban. But yeah, I'm pretty sure he's got a qualifying ban, so that's why he's retired out. X11's had a little moment there. Has that completely ruined his lap? We'll stick with him to the end of the sector. There's the hairpin. Yeah, he's 1.5 seconds down, sorry, so longest then next to him, yet so longest is up a few tenths. He's looking at closing a gap here to Massey. So over he comes, and oh, it didn't change. He must have been validated there at the end. I missed that. Here comes Paella, and whoa, 29.0, massive improvement, full second. Goes fastest, nice. .5 round. He's out the hairpin and heads up to the end of the second sector. Oh, he's way down. Sorry, guys. Let's go somewhere else. Doing almost a tenth up through sector 1. Almost 4 attempts up through sector 2. So he's heading nicely into the 29s as well. Love it, sweeping left-hander. Heads for the line, 129.5. It's in P3 for the moment in the Ferrari. Someone else jumps up then behind him. Clements has jumped up to P5 for Alfa Romeo, 129.9. Who else have we got? The other Ferrari? No, Corey, way down. Into maybe half a tenth up through sector 2. He's to the pits. Anybody else? Emery's coming up to the end of sector 2, slightly down in sector 1, slightly down in sector 2, just under a tenth. find it in the final sector. It's like a decent sector. Oh, as I say that, he throws it out wide on the final corner and loses the time. Craig is down. Chris is up slightly through sector 1, 4 thousandths, very slightly. Matt's telling me that Gunnar did a 29.1 in practice, so he's got a lot more time in him yet. But it will be just one more run for anyone now, so it's going to be do or die. Not enough time to come out, do a lap, get in, and change the tyres to go again. So definitely just one lap left. Those guys that are currently on a lap might be able to still get in for another run. Finally got the laptop set up and working. There we go. Hi Meat Bro. Welcome to the stream, buddy. Sorry, I think you sent me a message about the other league, but as you can see, I'm doing commentary, mate, so... broke my wing and set to 1 on my lap. Put on the board, I went third person and had a hole in the side of it, haha. Yay. There we go. Can I join in comms? You can definitely join comms. I don't know about the race. I wouldn't like to assume it was okay to join the race. But you can certainly join comms if you like. So, Chris, there's only a few minutes left now. Sorry, am I watching Chris when he's not even on the lap? I think I am, aren't I? I'm confused. There's too much going on all at the same time. It's 11 maybe. Where's Checo? Oh, there he is. I've got him. It's quite early on in his out lap, so we'll stick with X11 for the moment. Yeah, that's a fair point, Pete. That is very true. Affects some people's championships that are actually in the service. It's not really. I'll get you in for the race, Meat Bro, because right. Well, no, let's get you in. I can't remember. Are you Xbox? 130.6, 4 attempts up. There's P10, X11. Where is he? Checo. Oh, he's still got a bit of time left yet. I will go to Checo, we will see his lap, Agnet. Here, though, is Wallace about to start a lap. Monster is driving slowly. I think taking a moment there to decide whether he's going into the pits or not. Decides that he is. So let's go then. I've lost him again, there he is. To Checo. Stick on board with him. So, nice, but a bit careful maybe through the first section of corners. Open up the steering, get that straight line speed going for the straight, opens up DRS. Little bit of traffic, but they are all staying out the way nicely. Head down to turn 6, down to 3rd. And it's very much you can use 3rd or 4th through turn 6. No real difference. Nicely now onto the over the bridge. Oh, just caught a bit too much inside curb, sent him a bit wide into the wall, but he's not caused any damage. And I think that would have only maybe cost him a 10th or so. 7 thousandths up through sector 2. And it's just a bit too early on the turn in, just a curb, but it didn't seem to affect him too much. So we head down straight to the chicane. Up, and a little bit of a wobble on exit. still be able to improve, can throw it round the final corner, just about keeps it in the lines, doesn't quite improve, about 4 attempts down in the end from Checo. Never mind, buddy. It's, who's... Belungus has had a bad start to his lap. I think Paella. So just over half a tenth down through sets 1. Let me see if I can get you, Meat Bro. Well, no, I will get you for the race, buddy, because I'd take a quick break before the race, so it's silly to get you in now and then take a break and just leave you on your own. And can he improve on that time and maybe just keep away from Massey? Where is Massey? I think he's just at the end of sets of 1. As we head down to the end of sets of 2. Quarters of tenth down. It's not very much. The way the corners are here, it's quite easy to make or lose 10th. Into the pits, in fact, so he must have lost a bit more time. Massey is on his way to... Yeah, let's just move to Gunnar. He's just about to come across the line. Here he comes. 129.2 goes P2 ahead of Massey. But Massey is improving through sets of 2. Only 9,000, so he is going to need a bit more. Corey finishes, improved his time, Corey, but not position, stayed P13. Massey across the line, goes fastest. He takes pole position. Cannon's not improving. Craig to the pits. Wallace has finished. Checo finished. Yeah, that's it. That is it. So it's pole position then from Massey by 1,000th of a second over Paella. I can't even believe that. Oh, Paella, you've been robbed. 1,000th of a second. 129.048 beats 129.049. So Massey on pole. Paella P2. Gunnar P3, Columbus will start 4, D-Bomb in 5, Chris 6, Kevin 7. Actually, I won't go for any more. That's enough, because I'll do a grid rundown on a formation lap now, as you're going to see in a bit. It's, wow, 1,000th of a second separates P1 and 2. Paella has been robbed. Absolutely robbed. That's Massey managed to avoid that little stone that was on the track that Paella must have hit. Gained 1,000th. Right. Okay, there. Just run through those so the guys that do the stand-ins have got them. Bowden serving his qualifying ban after a retirement on track last week, so good lad. That's done and out the way. And that's all the incidents just on the one page there. As you can see, it's all just exceeded track limits, speeding in the pit lane, all the usual qualifying things. He's missing stones and I'm missing front wings. It was probably an end plate of yours, mate. It was probably your end plate, cost him 1,000th of a second. It cost him pole. Unbelievable. I can't believe it would be. Not even on track, you ruined somebody else's pole position. What a Massey. What a mate. Right, guys, as always, do take just a quick break. Paella, I mean, I did mine on my second. You did. Yeah, it must have been the track evolved by 1,000th. Paella. Right, guys, I am going to take a break. Otherwise, I won't be able to get a coffee. So I'm going to go and get a coffee. And I will see you in a couple of minutes. Hopefully with Meat Bro after I invite him. See you in a minute. Right, guys. Okay, I'm back with you. And Meat Bro, I'm about to send an invitation your way. So, what if I can find you anyway? Where are you? Well, you're not showing online at the moment, Meat Bro, so maybe a little bit difficult to find you. Oh, there you are. You're BRT Meat Bro, that's why. Here we go. I'll invite you to Game Man Party. There we are. Make sure when you join the actual lobby, Meat Bro, just make sure to press Y, please. And there we go. Excellent. So, hello. Hello, welcome.
We actually.
Yes, please tick your box. Right, okay, welcome. Nice to have you in the
Thank you very much.
Me.
Thank you very much.
And we're about to see a race around Singapore. Formation lap first. So I've got a little introduction things to do during the formation lap, Meat Bro. So just bear with me. What you got to imagine, right, is that we just had like a big introduction video sort of thing that's just played in, and then we've just arrived. Okay, so we've just gone on.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm in the moment. I'm in the moment already.
Okay, right, here we go. Welcome to Marina Bay for a tough, windy street circuit that will test these drivers to the absolute limit. So sit back and enjoy the action here at the Singapore Grand Prix. Things have changed slightly for the Marina Bay circuit for 2023. 4 corners have been taken out and the lap length reduced to just over 3 miles. That might be a welcome relief for the drivers, but it'll be even more of a relief for their brakes. So with the race not far away now from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. So we have Massey starting on pole with Paella P2, just 1,000th of a second separating the two in qualifying. Gunnar starts P3 alongside Valungas in P4, very impressive qualifying from Valungas. D-Bomb and Chris on the third row of the grid, while Kevin's in P7 with Craig just alongside him in P8. Wallace, long time no see from him, but good to see him back on track in P9. And Whoopi, last week's pole position sitter in P10. Hunter, the league owner, in P11 alongside X11. Corey and Emre Boduk make up the 7th row of the grid, with Lycorius in 15th and Checo in 16th, while Monsters and Bowden will start from what is tonight's back row of the grid, which is the 9th row with 2 drivers missing. So, there we have it. It's going to be good, I think. I'm pretty sure, Meat Bro, that you must know at least half of these drivers, I'd imagine, maybe even more. So I'm just going to put you on the spot and try and get you to commentate or curse somebody before we've even started the race, okay? So, who's favourite?
Who's favourite? Oh,
yeah.
This is... You know what, let's see if there's anyone that I want to curse here. Before someone gets mad at me, I love you all equally. Do you know what? I would reckon the favourite here is none other than Corey himself.
Corey? Corey himself starting on the hard
side. I reckon Corey and Gunnar, the Ferrari boys, they're the favourites for the night.
Fair enough. So we've got 4 lights on, 5 lights on. Out they go and away we go. And both the front row drivers seem to get off the line pretty well. Paella really challenging Matsy into turn 1, 2 and 3. Lovely little sequence of corners. It's all really tight at the moment, but it looks to me like Massy's gone out in front. Yep, so Massey leads Paella from Gunnar at the moment. Valungas down to 4th. Sorry, no, they started 4th. He's not down to 4th. Chris in 5, D-Bomb 6. And Cam at 7. Looks like everybody's gotten through okay. Apart from X11, who's dropped to the back. He's only slightly off the back, to be fair. Biggest gainer is Monsters, up 3 places from 17th to 14th. So,
The
just having
interesting thing to pick up on as well is they all seem to have gone for either the mediums or the hards. There's no one taking a gamble on the softs early on.
no.
It's probably going to be quite a calm first stint here. Not too many risks being taken this early on.
We were told during qualifying that there's potentially rain at the end of the race.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when, so it could be that they're trying to get to when the rain starts, but
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, that would of course depend on when the rain would start. Because if it's going to be very late, then I don't think it would change the strategy too much.
We got a retirement. Lycorius is out. Strange one. This car is still moving, which would suggest it's a retirement on track. That's kicked.
It very much does seem like it's a normal retirement on track. That
looks at by the stewards. So that is the case. Something's obviously gone wrong that he didn't like, but play still with it, of course. But anyway, we continue on, and just so looking, no major gaps appearing just yet. There's a little bit of a gap has opened up between Volungus and Chris. P4 to 5, and Volungus looks like he's maybe losing Gunnar slightly. But, they're not big gaps by any stretch of the imagination. Craig drops out of DRS as well from Wallace, so Whoopi may well get a run. No DRS yet, of course. To the next lap. But it's got a run. I don't think he's quite going to get alongside though, so... Ooh, it's this is like a little sort of switchback type move. It's going to be a run to the chicane. It's fully alongside, so he'll be entitled to room and gets it. And gives it back as well. So he's had a little slap on the wall though up here on the exit. Look how clock tight they are going around the final corner. 6 of them.
The whole gang had could be a napkin over those 6 cars. Jesus Christ.
Very, very tight. Yeah. Okay, Bowden, of course, starting at the back, so he's trying to get his way through the field. Had a qualifying ban after retiring on track last week. Really boy. So,
Seems to have been pushing quite hard as well with his battery being down to 40% already. Of course, this is one of those tracks where you don't really... that's quite a big moment there. But it's not a track where you really gain back any battery. So it's...
No. It seems strange
he's
to me.
really pushing...
When you consider the ways of gaining battery back are usually to lifting coast or heavy braking, basically, is when you use the kinetic energy.
I think it has to do with the fact that a lot of these corners aren't really heavy braking points, because the entry speed is already quite low.
Yeah, so it's not as if they're sort of 220 miles an hour going into a braking zone, is it? So
and also seeing as your downforce levels around here are going to be very, very high, it means you're going to use a lot more on the straight as well. Yeah,
that would make sense. It's Monaco levels of downforce basically around here.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, it's a fascinating battle though. As Hunter goes to the inside of Craig for turn 1. So Craig holds him off, left enough room. Held him off, but of course DRS is active now, so just checking. I think Craig is just outside, so I think Hunter's going to get a run here. Will Craig defend? He defends what will essentially be the outside of turn 6. So Hunter makes the move quite comfortably in the end, but nicely done. See, Meat Bro, this is the part of the race you don't normally see, all the battling that's going on sort of down towards the back end, because you're normally up front somewhere, so...
I thank you for that lovely compliment, man.
It's where the action is, man. It's not at the front. This is why the likes of Kimi Raikkonen carried on for so long, because they were enjoying themselves. So, that McLaren has just smacked the wall.
That is monsters, yes.
It is, yeah. He's missing his right end plate, front wing damage on that car, according to my app.
Yeah, very visible damage as well. From the looks of things, I would not be surprised if we see monsters coming in here.
That will definitely be a pit stop.
Tires and one of the new front wings as well. You can really see the understeer, especially through the right hand there of that last chicane. So,
yeah. It's not the only one in. D-bomb's in as well. Yeah. Behind him, no obvious signs of that. Well, no front wing damage. So I don't know why.
It does just seem like he's going for a new set of tires here, D-bomb.
Yeah.
We'll have to see.
A bit strange. He definitely did have wing damage.
It is a new front wing, but he does appear to have some sort of front wing damage, even though it wasn't visible. Yeah.
Yeah, must have been very slight.
But we go anyway. New sets of tires and new front wing for both Monsters and T-Bomb.
Yeah.
Dropped quite far behind the rest of them now.
I hadn't noticed it, but Checo must have done the same as well.
Yeah, he's pitted last lap, so gets out.
Split them.
He gets out.
Right behind Monsters, I think, as we head up to turn 4.
He's passed well before the corner there.
He is, yeah.
He's not going to get DRS though. That's going to go to the Monsters.
He may have given an opportunity back to Monsters, but no, I think he's too far back. To be fair.
Yeah, the gap is too big, and I think Monsters tyres are not fully up to temperature either, so he's going to have to wait for a little bit before he goes on the attack there.
Yeah, although it doesn't take anywhere near as long this year as it did last year when he decides that it still needs about half a lap, roughly. Ish.
Yeah, yeah. No, the last year it was one of the most horrific feelings ever.
Yeah, and some of the tracks on the hard tires, it's more than a lap. It kind of made it interesting though. It made the over-undercut interesting. It did. I think it kind of did. Yeah, I think it probably should take a little bit more than what it does on this year's game, to be fair, to get lots of temperature. But I don't know.
I guess some kind of mixture, because I mean, on last game as well, when they were cold, you had it was basically like driving on ice. Which was at the best of times incredibly frustrating.
Yeah. Well, Payelas picks up a penalty. Gunnar is actually just had a bit of an awkward exit at the previous corner, so Gunnar had a little look, but was never alongside. So,
Paella though does look he has by far the most battery out of the. Oh, there's contact between Paella and Massey.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
That is Massey's not going to be too happy with that one. Dropping it down to P3, and Gunnar takes the lead.
Yeah.
And Paella's round. Is that the DNF? No, it is.
No, he's lost his wing.
Lost his front wing though. Is it going to be any type of virtual safety car or full course safety car?
I'm actually amazed that there isn't something out, because
you and me both.
A full front wing off a car quite often results in a full safety car on this game. So I'm actually really surprised. This pit entrance isn't going to be nice with no front wing.
Yeah, that's painful just watching. Anyway, Paella into the pit then. Also for a new front wing and a new set of tyres. So that means the top 3 is now down to the top 2 between Gunnar and Massey. And both seem to be on the attack with neither of them having too much ERS left in the tank.
Sorry to hear that, Lycorius. All buttons stuck after quali at race. Couldn't take control. Different. So... Okay, thanks for letting us know, man. I'm sorry about that, though, mate. That's not what we want to see. Obviously, want to see you on track. So, I don't know. What's the odds that when that spin happened for Paella, Massey turned around and said, "Serves you right."
I wouldn't bet against it if I'm completely honest.
Just desserts.
I can very much see myself doing saying the exact same thing, and probably a little bit more that I'm not going to say now.
Yeah.
But
I will
it's
say,
definitely a frustrating feeling for Massey, and I guess it's some type of karma. I guess. But
yeah, I will say
even though it
he is
wasn't.
dropping off of Gunnar very, very fast. So I think that even though it's not visible and it's not shown up on the app, I think Massey might have some sort of damage. Now he got hit in the rear, which would suggest that if he does have damage, it'd be rear wing.
Yeah. Yeah, that would take some time to get used to because the balance would probably shift quite a bit as well. It would take some time getting used to that.
Yeah.
So we might see a lap and maybe a bit more of the gap continue growing.
Yeah.
So Massey gets kind of the grips with a new balance.
Yeah. He has a little moment.
I don't think it'd be time. I wouldn't think it'd be time for the cross. Would be at the crossover point between the mediums and the hards just yet.
I'd have thought they're probably quite similar, but certainly not to the point of the hards being the better tyre. As Hunter.
It could also be that Massey has reached that kind of infamous 25% tyre wear cliff.
Well, I can tell you that he's over that now. He's on 30%.
He's on 31%
yeah, so now. He's
that
actually
could
the highest.
very well be part of the reason.
Yeah. So I actually told Massey last week, I noticed he seems to be the hardest on his tyres through the field, and that is continuing this week, as he's on 31%. Gunnar ahead of him. We'll see different tyres. Gunnar's on the hards, but Gunnar's normally quite hard on his tyres, and he's on 26%. So, difference beginning to happen, I would imagine.
I can't see this gap cannot be down to tyre. I am kind of on the same page with you that Massey most definitely has some kind of damage to the rear of his car.
Yeah.
That is upsetting the balance or just increasing the drag for him in some way.
Yeah.
Because he should not be losing, even with that slight tyre disadvantage, he should not be losing a second and a half per lap.
No, and when you consider he's, from what I understand through practice, he's generally been the quickest. I don't think.
Yes.
Dropping back like that.
Yeah.
He's not particularly losing to the cars behind. So.
Yeah. Massey lost about half a second to the longest.
Yeah, so he's losing a bit,
and a second and a half to Gunnar. So it is. You might have to start looking behind him.
Yeah. I just realised Wallace is up to P4 and on the back of Lungus. So obviously Lungus is battling, which would suggest, the reason why he's not maybe catching quite as fast as you might have thought, as Gunnar is getting away. But
and throughout this, Bowden as well has made his way up to P9 from the back of the grid.
Yeah,
he is the biggest climber so far. Him and Emre, 9 and 6 positions respectively.
Yeah, as Bowden actually gets past Emre
into.
That's at the end of sector 2, so that's the DRS zone at the end of sector 2 that goes into the right-hander. So he's definitely got pace as Bowden. He's young yet, very young, only 14. He's got good pace, but he's just just a little hot-headed sometimes and makes these little mistakes here and there. If he can cut those out, he's going to be a fantastic driver.
Yeah. No, I mean that type of pace. I mean, in a 14, driving from a high chair and at that speed is definitely impressive. Not much else you can say about it.
Definitely. Here comes Wallace on for Lungus. He just ran out of tarmac and had to back out the move. Didn't quite get alongside Volungus before the break-in, so just out of it. No real reason he'd want to be going past Volungus at this point, unless he feels he's really sort of quicker and could create a gap.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it would have to do with trying to use the small tyre advantage that he maybe feels he has until it's too late.
Yeah.
Because this is we're approaching like the last moments where he will actually have better tyres in this race.
Amazingly,
to the longest.
amazingly, there's only 1% difference between them. So, yeah,
I think Wallace made a bit of a mistake going out of that right-hander because he's now dropped quite far back from Walungus and it's under pressure from
DRS even. So yeah.
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 Don't think Wallace will not have DRS, not at least on the main straight here. The question is now then if Whoopi and Chris will try and get past Wallace.
Yeah, Walungus actually got away slightly on the straight. Whether he used some energy or whether he's just got a better straight line speed, I don't know. It's yeah, he's definitely not going to have DRS on the straight either. So Whoopi is pretty close. Oh, he just has a little tap on the wall again, Whoopi there. I think he's going to get alongside going into turn 6. But it's on the outside. Plenty of room being left, and now he's got the inside of the tight righty. And in fact, Chris has come up alongside Wallace as well. Wallace is going to lose 2 places. I don't know. I feel like that was almost lost because Wallace was trying so hard to leave room. Did he, you know, I don't think he... I can't think what I'm trying to say, but he's
almost too kind in that situation.
Yeah, that's literally what I was trying to say, so thank you for that.
No problem, that's what we're here for you.
But look, now Walungus has gotten away from after that mistake from Wallace. He's closing the gap. Look, he's taken a second out of Massey since he got away. So
yeah, exactly. And Bowden has closed up and is now on the back of these Hunter for 7th.
Yeah, let's go to that one. So I think that's it's going to be a real chance. Is that someone taking to the pits ahead?
Wallace is coming. Yes, after that, Wallace has come in now.
Wallace to the pits, going to try and undercut his way back in front. However, we might be expecting rain towards the end of this race. Obviously,
I think we are approaching that kind of pit window for the hards anyway.
Yeah.
If you're starting on the mediums, I think we're gonna see the medium runners start to look the pit within the next few laps anyway.
Bowden alongside Hunter going into turn 6. Makes a corner, but you know. No, I always look a bit badly on those sort of overtakes because he's, you know, there's no room left at all. He's got his car fully in front, so I don't know. Maybe I'm just a bit harsh.
It's kind of the double-edged sword of DRS, isn't it? It does help with overtaking, but it kind of leaves no room to defend.
Yeah.
By nature, because the overtake is already done before the turn-in. So.
Well, so in my eyes there, basically, Hunter hasn't really looked to defend that because he's on the outside in a way, so he's sort of said, well, I'm not going to, you know, if you make a mistake then I'll take the position, but I'm not going to actually actively fight you. But if he did, then Bowden, you know, he goes all the way across the track, so there's bound to have been contact. So
yeah,
you know, that's what I mean. It's, you know, but there wasn't, so
I think
we'll carry on.
The longest is in as well as Massey, yeah.
So
that would be up to 2nd.
I'm surprised Walungus didn't continue. I mean, he's on hard
So
tires,
am I, to be honest. Does he have damage? He does have a front wing damage from lifting. Yeah, he's changing his front wing, so that most certainly the reason for the pit stop.
He must have had a whack on the wall or something. So that's going to put him back into the clutches of, well, in fact, it's put Wallace ahead of him by quite a bit. With the undercut as well.
He's going to be vulnerable to D-bomb here. Yeah, D-bomb has gotten past. Although there's 8 laps more.
That's a Ferrari. That's a Ferrari. That's Corey. That's Corey. Your commentator's curse worked.
Yeah. I don't know whether to celebrate or not.
Honey, I'm home. Oh, Whale. Hello, Whale. Just join the chat. Welcome home. Welcome back from your birthday weekend away, you dirty git. And nice to have you back. Corey's back going. He doesn't seem to have any issues. I think he's just had a little spin or something, but he's not got any damage that I can see.
It's just been a slight driver error because there doesn't seem to be any damage, not like you say.
That's it. Wallace going past X11, who has just had a spin himself as well, coming out of the hairpin. It was, something must have happened to him because he was ghosted. So I'm going slow. Longest going. Oh my word! Just goes around the outside of D-bomb there, showing just how much stronger his tyres are. I mean, the pit stop for Longest might not turn out to be too bad if everybody has to pit and then rain comes.
Yeah, that he
could kind of undercut his way.
Work that way.
Yeah, he could kind of undercut his way almost back to where he was.
But then he's very dependent on the rain coming early.
Yeah.
Because if he has to drive 11 laps more on those mediums, he's going to be at such a disadvantage. Especially seeing as the hard runners will have probably 5 laps fresher tyres than he will when they do pit.
That's it. So, right, what battles have we got going on at the moment? We've got D-Bomb and Volungus. I'm still in the DRS.
Matty on the back of Paella.
Yeah. It's just inside DRS of the car ahead of him, Craig. Who...
The question is, will we see a good old case of deja vu here going into the...
Yeah.
Does not appear to...
A running trend in HRF1 is me saying I can't believe how good Craig is on his tyres, okay. I'll give you an idea. The top 4 guys are on hards. They're on exactly the same age tyres, okay.
Yeah.
The lowest in the top 4 guys is Chris on 41%. Craig is on 36%. So he's 5% lower, okay. Now, not only that, the highest in the top 4 is Whoopi on 50%. So Craig is 14% lower than Whoopi.
Fair play. That's impressive feat.
I can't work out how he does it. I was supposed to have a look at his setup through time trial at a previous track, and I completely forgot about it. I want to see if there's anything in his setup, but nothing in the setup that I know of makes that amount of difference.
No, I think at that point it's just driving style. He does seem to be very smooth and very cautious.
Yeah.
Maybe a bit.
My Wallace.
Yeah, maybe I was a bit too much, and just as I was about to, then Wallace goes around the outside. So.
Yeah. I think it's a big part of why he always moves forward in races.
Yeah. I mean, especially at the race like this, where we do have a chance of late rain, it could very much help him in the long run. If he maybe just have to make a pit stop for a new set of dries.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing around here is the pit stop is actually, basically the pit stop time is actually very low around here. It's one of the quicker ones, so I think...
I've never had that experience, I don't know it.
Yeah, it's a very quick one around
I guess we'll see now.
So... Yeah,
Whoopi is in for a front wing as well.
I think it's about dead on 20 seconds around here, which is pretty quick. Wallace at the inside of Paella. They are side by side into turn 2. Paella just went a little bit wide. He tries a little switchback through 3. He's going to have DRS, of course, on Wallace. That's the only thing with making the move into turn 1. So you can always give the DRS back. Go straight. Yeah. And look, I think he's going to get him back.
It does look like that.
It's effectively the inside of the right-hander. There's yellow flags at the pit exit. Oh, Whoopi, you haven't done what I think you've done, have you? He won't. If he has, he wouldn't be the first to whack the ball on the pit exit around here. I reckon he has.
It doesn't look like he has any visible damage.
He does. He's got front wing damage. It's on the app.
He does. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
Whoopi. That is awesome.
Did you pick him for your winner? Did you pick him for your winner?
That is unreal.
Oh, that's
he's not the first to do it, and he won't be the last.
I don't know, Gunnar is in. Let's see if he can avoid the wall. There's yellow flag, and that
yellow
is
flags.
Chris
It's a Red
being
Bull.
round.
Oh, it's Chris.
That is Chris.
Oh, he was looking like he might be heading towards a podium. Actually means his teammates taking that place from him.
So let's see here. So Gunnar's gap to the Tonto was 21 seconds. Come out far behind. Around 4 seconds. So yeah,
I don't know, because I think that might have been a bit confusing. Because it's
it would appear that. Sorry, I'm pretty sure Gunnar had a 21-second gap to the Exanta, and he's out about 4 seconds behind. So
yeah, I don't fancy this being a 25-second pit stop though. I'd be amazed if that's right. I think it might have been a bit confusion between because of the Red Bulls and the spin.
It could be. So, it very well could be.
But it's not just that. It's the fresh tyre advantage around here is absolutely insane.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, because the lap is so long and the average speed is so low that it's very much dependent on the actual mechanical grip. It's kind of like Mexico in that sense, where you can gain a lot with just softer or just fresher rubber.
Yeah. That's it. So,
yeah.
Well, I guess. Well, Gunnar's come out on the back of Massey, so Massey having to pit earlier. That's a lot of time he's gained back by the undercut.
Yeah, it very much is.
Considering we think he might have some rear wing damage as well.
Yeah.
That's a huge amount of time to gain back.
The Exanta is coming in, so is Bowden.
Yeah, Bowden's in as well. So Massey will take the lead of the race from Gunnar.
So at the moment it is just Craig that is yet to pick. And as I say that, he is coming into the pit.
He's in. So he's in on 43%. He's put on those hards in that stint. 17 laps, 43%. It's not bad going at a high wearing track.
3% per lap.
Here comes Gunnar for the lead. Side by side into turn 6. And Gunnar does get in front. The question now is, can Massey somehow hold on to him? If he has got the damage we expect, it's going to be extremely hard, especially with Gunnar's fresh tyres.
He did struggle a lot, even on the softer compound in the first thing.
Yeah.
To keep contact with Gunnar. So it's going to be tough. He's already dropped out of that DRS window.
Yeah.
This could be Gunnar sealing that race win here. I'm going to double down on my commentator's curse.
He's got one Ferrari, can he get the other one?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Bowden on the back of Corey then. Both have made their pit. In fact, well, everybody's made a pit stop now. I think the only question at the moment on the track is, can D-Bomb get his hards to the rain? If the rain even comes, we can't be 100% sure it's going to.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a tight squeeze for D-Bomb and Paella, but other than that, I think everyone is going to be pretty safe to the end now. Yeah. Bowden is at the moment putting, I think that's one of the closer battles, Bowden's putting pressure on Corey for P6.
Yeah, that's all
and he does,
on board with it.
Does have a significant battery advantage as well, does Bowden. I can't imagine that when he actually goes for it, that there's going to be too much trouble getting past. And it's looking like he's going to try and go for it. Maybe already before the DRS straight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Compromises Corey's line there, which is going to help him even more in the game.
Yeah. I'm sure Corey would have appreciated that on the outside of that corner, but they got through it. No, I didn't see any contact, so I think they got through okay.
Yeah, didn't look like it. Anyway, it's around the outside of the corner, so
yeah,
anything is allowed then, because how cool it looks like there. But
definitely, he's got an 8-second gap to pick up to Falungus and Paella really now, but both of those drivers got penalties, so it's definitely a genuine chance of P4 here for Bowden.
Yeah,
should be
and he does have to both of them a significant tyre advantage in terms of tyre age. I wouldn't
Especially
be surprised to
Paella,
see him
but
gobble those. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him gobble up those 8 seconds
yeah,
quite quickly.
I agree. I think Volungus will be pretty sort of desperate, really, to try and stick Paella between them. Would be the ideal situation now if we could put a car between them. Let the laps tick away before Bowden catches them. But again, the same thing happens. That Volungus has got to feel that he can actually not just get past, but he needs to be able to get away. Because if he can, there's not really any point in making a move. You may as well stick behind in the DRS. Let your battery charge a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bowden's already taken a second and a half out of them. Sorry, let's go down to Hunter, who's making a move now on D-Bomb.
Yeah.
So
As easy as you like.
Yeah, way before the braking zone.
I think it's good. D-Bomb is going to start feeling the struggle of having 15 laps on the same hard tyre now, especially with how fresh everyone else's tyres are in front of him. It's going to be start becoming a real struggle.
Definitely, they're going to take absolute lumps out of him, aren't they? So, the only thing, Kemmons is behind him on 11 lap old mediums, so they're probably feeling reasonably similar to his hards, to be fair.
Yeah, I imagine so.
Might be its hold on there. Look, got any battles going on? I guess Chris and Emre.
Yeah, Chris and Emre is probably the closest one at the moment.
Yeah. I think it's just the two battles at the moment. So Chris and Emre for P8, and we've got still that battle of Paella and Volungus for P4.
Bowden has closed at 4 seconds on Paella and Volungus.
Yeah. So
he is absolutely flying at the moment.
Yeah, he's catching them quick, and technically he doesn't need to get past them because of their penalties. He could take it on penalty countback, but you've always got that problem. You can never be 100% sure that the drivers you know, if you stick behind a driver because they got a penalty, they may well get it removed. So
yeah, I have a feeling he might have his eyes set on Wally's as well.
He might do.
Which is not out of the question for him. So
No.
in that case, he definitely has to get past the pair of Volungus and Paella. But it's not going to be easy, seeing as Volungus does have DRS.
Yeah.
It's not going to be as easy as it was with Corey anyway.
Yeah. And indeed Chris, who's we just saw on screen, get past Emre. So Chris up to P8. Just needs to drop Emre now if he can, take advantage of his fresher tyre.
Volungus is
we'll
looking at the move on Paella, but he can't seem to find a way past still. So just behind the half.
Yeah. He's not doing himself any favours. He's not saving any battery. He could have surely easily saved up, maybe sort of, even just saved up 20% or something to dissuade him and get past.
Yeah, that would help him a lot.
Would be there picking up 3
I
seconds.
think
and Volungus runs wide and he's hit the wall.
Yeah, that's a hard hit with a wall.
My app says there's no damage, but as we've already seen today, it's not always 100% accurate. I can't see anything.
I'm not with that type of impact. I'm not too sure if I actually believe that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was. He's brake for turn 3, which is quite a sharp corner, so he wouldn't have been going massively fast, as Chris has already caught and got past Corey. P7. Happened fast. I mean, looking at that. He's already on the back of Paella again, but now Bowden is there. So that mistake. Oh, he was already getting close in a way. He was only just over a second behind him, but that mistake is.
Bowden goes.
I thought he was going for it.
Having a look.
Oh, but Volungus runs wide again. He's hit the wall again. On the same spot. Still not saying he's got any damage, but.
Hey, that car is made out of vibranium, and it's the sturdy car I've ever seen.
It's incredible. Right, so Bowden managed to get past after the longest tap on the wall there. So, and I don't think, if I'm absolutely honest with you, it's going to take him too long to get past Paella as well. So he can do it into turn 1. I would back out of that. I wouldn't. No, good lad. Take the DRS into.
He's going to bide the time and wait for the long straight here.
Yeah.
Before he makes it.
Goes then. It's going to be done way before it. It might be. I think he even had his nose in front before the right hand.
Yeah, it did look like it. It's frustratingly easy and for Bayer because there's nothing he can do about that.
No, you've just got to accept your fate on those.
Yeah.
He's gone past, but you never know what's down the road. You never know what's going to happen. So.
Yeah. There's still a long time left.
Yeah.
He is catching Wallace very quickly already.
Yeah, 6 lap advantage on the tyres and only 4.7 seconds. I think you're right. I think. Well, I really hope he doesn't pick up a penalty Bowden because this is definitely a driver of the day performance.
It very much is. In the meantime, Emre is on the back of Corey, trying to apply some pressure to the Ferrari driver.
Yeah, so we saw that Chris got past Corey, and now Emre's there as well. And Emre's tyres will just get stronger and stronger every lap that ticks by, being on the hards. Corey's mediums, so I don't think there'll be a much difference between the two sets at this moment in time, after 8 and 9 laps, 9 and 10 now. But Hunter's there, mind, on the back of them as well. He's looking for these places.
Yeah.
Actually, I'd imagine Emre wants past. I would have thought, ideally for
Corey's
Emre,
doing a good job at keeping enough distance between him and Emre at the points where you can really go for an overtake there. So.
Yeah, meet bro. It's raining.
Yes.
It is raining.
It is raining.
Oh, it is. And it's quite. Consider it's only just started, it's coming quite quickly! Oh, Emre!
Oh, this. It should be time to pit already this lap. Let's see what Una does here, because he's gonna be the one that has to make
I think he'll carry
a decision all by himself.
Yeah. I think he's got to carry on, but it could well be the guys. I think it's Paella. It is. He's at the hairpin, he's at the wall.
Stay out.
Yeah. But this could be one of those where half the field stays out because it's not quite there, but at the other half of the field it do feel it's there, and they end up pitting. Just looking at Paella then, gets sideways at the corner.
It doesn't look judging off the track surface, it doesn't look like we're quite at that point yet. However, it could very well be there quite soon. I think Paella is going to have to come in anyway because of damage.
Yeah. Again, it doesn't say he's got any damage. We'll see if he changes his wing, but
yeah,
he's in. He was struggling. He was getting a little bit sideways coming out of the corners. So.
Oh, and Volongis is sideways going out of turn 3. Now he's got grit all over the back of him.
I think this is going to be one of those where I don't think this is particularly the right lap. I think the next lap will be the right one.
Yeah, Paella has pulled the trigger on the intermediates there.
Yeah, so Paella and
gets past Volongis
X11,
P5.
Craig all pit as well. Bookie stays out.
Oh, and Hunter sent it on Corey.
Does. He's through. Hunter through.
That's a beautiful move.
It's an important move as well, because if they're going to have to pit to go to intermediates, he wants the track position. It will not be easy to pass around here with intermediate tyres on.
Yeah, no, it won't be. And especially, he wants to get a bit of a gap now, seeing as he's got his teammate in front of him. So he might lose a little bit of time in that pit stop. Just his double stack. As Bowden gets past Wallace into P3.
Yeah, another move around the outside.
He's had a monster drive.
He has, to be fair to him. He has, to make up a little bit for his disappointment last week at China.
And Wallace is into the pit. Massey is into the pits now. Let's see what he goes for. I think Wallace is coming in as well. They are taking the gamble here early on.
But the other thing
It
is,
does look like...
oh, sorry. Their tyres were slightly older than the other guys, and it does make a difference when the rain starts.
Yeah.
Fresher your tyres, the longer you'll be able to put up with it. So,
yeah, it does look like, judging by the track surface as well, that we are getting to that crossover point now.
I think
as Bowden's picked up a 3-second penalty as well, unfortunately for him.
Which eliminates him from driver of the day, which is so annoying because.
Yeah,
it eliminates him from the streamer driver of the day. It doesn't eliminate him from the driver's driver of the day, so he can still be voted for in that. So, oh, Chris gets out of shape. We're at the turnover. We're at the crossover here.
We are very much at the crossover point.
Yeah.
The question is what the people that pull the trigger here. Whoopi is staying out, and he is right in the thick of it with the intermediate runners.
Yeah. Nah, look how much
the DRS is still active.
It is.
From the looks of things. DRS is still enabled, even though it is pouring it down on the track.
Corey's got past him. Payala goes as well. Come on, let's touch.
Yeah, there we go. DRS has been dismissed.
Oh, and Whoopi's round.
Oh!
There was some contact going on. He's on the wrong tyre though, ultimately, which I think leads to the spin. And in comes Gunnar.
I think we're going to see the rest of the dry runners coming in this lap.
Yeah. Where is Matt? Oh, he's way back, isn't he? Yeah, I'm going to really pull that gap. I didn't realise that. But, yeah, in comes Bowden. Be very careful on pit entry, not to pick up 5 seconds. This in as well. This will follow. Massey should.
So we'll be a P2. Yeah, so everyone has come in for those new intermediates. Let's see where they will come back out on track. But of course losing out to Wallace.
Yeah. So,
and Wallace gets the 3 second as well.
Oh, that's just Bowden hit for the podium back on.
Yeah, Bowden did hit the inside wall there. And Chris gets the 5 seconds for crossing the pit lane line. This is carnage
going on here. Corey is benefiting from all of it. He's up to P6.
The reverse
drivers ahead of him have got penalties. Yeah. Whoopi has finally made it to the pits. He's not had a good night, has he, Whoopi? The hitting the wall, the pit exit to make him have to pit again, and then I think just staying out that one lap too many.
Yeah, things have not gone his way.
We all have races like them. We really do.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Where what you do, I'll just do another lap because it could play into my hands, and like you get around turn 2 and it's like, oh god, this is way too wet.
Yeah. At the moment, Corey would be promoted into P5 with a 5 second penalty that Chris picked up on close to the pit lane exit.
Yeah.
Line.
This lap could be important for him because he's got that 1 lap of experience. Oh, who's round? That's the other Haas, so that must be X11. It is.
That is X11, and he does have damage to his front wing as well.
Yeah, indeed.
So it does look like it's going to be 4 laps of survival here for the entire grid, basically.
Oh, yeah, he's going to have to pit. I don't think he can try and hang on. He's going to have to pit. That's
yeah, there's no real point to hanging on either way, I don't think, at that stage. Corey has lost about half a second to Chris there, though. So I think that's the main gap to keep an eye on at this stage.
Yeah, I was just having a little look. Fastest lap, by the way, is Whoopi's, so that's not going to be beaten. She's got that one.
Yeah.
Not all bad. It's not all doom and gloom.
Yeah, no, gotta take the positives away from anything.
Right, let's go to Whoopi, who's battling Checo for P16. I know Checo's got ban in Agnet in the chat, so...
Come on.
Oh,
go around the outside of the last 2 corners. Come on.
X11 again. They both just made a place each. X11 had a little spin there. So,
come on, send it. send it, send it. Oh no!
You're a bad man. You are a bad man.
I just want good racing, you know. We don't get it in the real life F1 time.
Checo doing a sterling job of defending it at the moment. I think Ruffy's going to get a run here though. Seems to get a better exit.
Does look like it.
You get yellow flags again, and there's loads of them down there.
M-Ray from the looks of things
M-Ray
being the main.
Yeah.
Oh, and M-Ray goes.
Oh
Oh my god!
Oh. Did well actually to avoid Hunter. Skipped across the corner in order to avoid him.
No, he got damaged from that.
No, I don't think he did. No, Paella's got damage. Paella's got damage. He's got front wing damage.
Did he not pick up damage from that?
I honestly thought his wheel was going to get ripped off.
He just drove straight into the wall.
Yeah.
And did not get any damage. What?
Carbon fibre is apparently one of the most strongest materials on the planet. No.
There's something about that Swiss manufacturing.
Must be. Must be. As Paella is dropping. And dropping. Lap 29. He pits. He's going to lose at least 2 places. Probably more, because he's got a whole lap to do pretty much. So he's going to lose time. May as well stay out and try and hold on to it, and oh, we got X11, that's on track, but it's lap 29, so we won't see a safety car. See if we can see it. Go on board with Wallace. The car disappeared just before he reached the corner.
Yeah.
I wanted to still being on the motorway, innit, where everybody slows down because they want to see the carnage. But,
Yeah. The longest is looking at Corey, who has dropped back significantly. He will not be picking up any. And Paella is out of the race.
We've seen that one.
Oh, he's
hit the right-hander.
Straight into the wall.
Yeah. Said had damage, and he clearly just could not get that car stopped enough to make the corner. So Paella is out. Wow, so that's both fast in a matter of laps. Well, not even laps, lap.
Yeah. It's a dark day for the half team.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, I don't think that's not in real life as well. That's not out of the ordinary for them. So.
No, but it did. The day started quite brightly though, didn't it? Paella was looking good in the early stages. X11 made up some places at the start, and then fell down to the back. But then he got back up a bit again, and yeah, so it's a comfortable day for Ferrari at the front. It's hard not to give Gunnar driver of the day today because of the fact he's going to win the race by 10.5 seconds. But if I'm right and Massey is, or if we're right and Massey has got rear wing damage, I think second when you've got rear wing damage.
Yeah.
Would also deserve it.
I mean, also, I don't want to toot my own horn too much, but Corey has been able to climb 7 positions by just keeping his nose clean at this stage. So.
Despite your commentator's curse, it struck him earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, if that's not worthy of a driver of the day, I don't know what is.
I do think you're right. I think it's certainly got to be between those 3 for me. I don't think we're looking anywhere else.
Just like 2 seconds, I think Bowden is looking at the last lap overtake to get P3 from Wallace. It'd be something worth watching.
I think they got the same penalties, haven't they? I think they both got 3 seconds.
They do, yes. They both have 3 seconds and 3 seconds got it. Wallace is all
Wallace
out
makes a
to
mistake.
Oh.
Well done, getting through there together.
Go wheel to wheel through the. No, go wheel to wheel through the Singapore sling. Please.
Wallace gets a so often seems to happen. Wallace gets the better exit while on the higher line.
Yeah.
Seems to happen a lot. Oh,
The rear end is all over the place.
It's trying to
everywhere
go.
but where he wanted to be at this point. This is probably the last. Oh, Bowden loses the rear.
He has a little moment.
Oh, he's gonna go for it.
Trying around the outside.
Oh, he's going for it. Oh,
careful, lad. Careful.
Oh,
it's a good exit here. Oh, there's contact. Gunnar, by the way, crosses the line.
Yeah.
18 seconds up the road and wins in Singapore. Massey is coming home to what I think is a pretty remarkable second place, if we're right. Bowden bringing it home in third. Only he and Wallace will know. Probably Wallace will be the only one that knows if he feels there was anything untoward with that overtake. It didn't look to me like there was. I thought maybe.
I don't think it seemed more like just a loss of control at the wrong time.
Yeah, that's what it seemed. We don't get the benefit of the replays like in real life, so.
Yeah.
But I think that's what it seemed to me at the time. But Wallace still a fantastic P4. Hasn't raced in a long time in the HRF1, but brings home a P4 on his return. Chris, brilliant P5 as well. Corey, Review's had a fantastic race, P6. Fulungus in 7, Hunter in 8, D-Bomb 9, Emre P10, Kement's 11, Craig, Mr. Tire Whisperer himself in P12. Monsters will come home in 13th, Whoopi 14th. I mean, not much more to say about Whoopi's race other than he's got fastest lap and he made the end of it somehow. So,
that's an achievement in itself in a race like this.
First job
and he
to
is
finish.
letting Checo pass here.
He's going to let Checo have it on the track rather than on the penalty. So Checo
he's going to do some celebratory donuts for the fastest lap from the looks of things.
Yeah, Whoopi celebrates fastest lap.
And hits the wall one more time for good measure.
I'd have laughed with DNF then. No, we're not. No, you were being an idiot, so we're not going to classify you. And you lose your fastest lap.
Yeah.
Right. There we go. The Game Awards driver of the day to Bowden. I wouldn't be massively shocked if he was voted it from the drivers in the Discord, but I think I'm gonna narrow it down to the 3 and say it's out of Gunnar, Massey, and Corey. But Meat Bro, I'm gonna let you decide on which of those 3 you're gonna award it to.
I mean, to be honest, I have to give it to Gunnar. Win by the distance that he did. And basically looked untouchable from the moment he got up in first.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the easiest choice, but it's the choice I'm making.
Yeah, no, I think I do agree. I mean, we can't. Unfortunately, my app doesn't show any damage from Massey, even though I'm pretty confident he did have it. But no, I think it's the right choice. I think I often don't give it to the race winner, but I think tonight it's deserved. So, anyway, let's get him in. Gunnar, Massey, and Bowden. Let's just go to race director. I'll just quickly scroll through the incidents. Make sure we've got them in case the stewards need them. Back to the driver.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. There we go. So, who's joined? Are you all there? Yeah, you're all there. Excellent. If you just make sure you tick your boxes, guys, to include your audio. And Meat Bro, do you want to do the podium interviews?
If you're going to let me do the honours.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with the Gunnar then. So win by quite the distance as well. You did look very strong from the moment you got into the first place. Talk us through that race a little bit.
Yeah, well, I wanted to do something different anyway in the first into the boards in front. I didn't realise the actual pace I'd have on the hards. I didn't think I'd be able to stay with them, but I managed to stay with them in the early part, which really helped out a lot. And then obviously I got a bit lucky with Massey and Poyler. I think they had a little incident over the bridge, which let me ultimately get in front of Massey. Yeah, and it was just a case of like managing the gap really and then reacting to sort of whatever he done behind me. I knew the rain was coming, so that's why I started on the hards, because I knew if I was on the mediums when the rain come, it would just help me out a lot better in general. Not, yeah, so yeah, it was
Yeah,
a hectic race. It was.
yeah, yeah, we could tell. On that point of the rain, because we were discussing that here a bit, was there ever a consideration to stick it out on the hard until that rain came, or was that just out of the question?
No, well, I knew I'd be going on Twinters. I knew it'd all be on Inters, so I knew I'd have to box. And obviously, Massey boxed the lap where I noticed it started laying on the track, which is normally the sign in it that it's going to change to Inters. And I thought, oh, I'll stay out another lap. I said to the boys in the party, I said, I'm not going to box until the DRS disables. And then obviously it disabled when I was coming through sector 3, so yeah, I boxed then. And then ultimately I still had enough just to stay in front of Massey, but I think he must have took a lot of time out of me on that, on his out lap on Inters.
Yeah, no, it did look like the gap was a bit closer than what you probably hoped for, but in the end, bringing it home with a safe distance, and you had as well been awarded to the commentator's driver of the day. So big congratulations on that part.
Lovely, thanks mate, appreciate it.
No problem. Moving on then to Massey. P1 in quali, P2 in the race. Although it wasn't all smooth sailing, talk us through that a bit. That race there that you just drove.
It was an odd one. I've not had a race like that before. I got about 5 laps in, and then I just had no grip. I don't know if Paella was struggling with the same thing because both seemed to be slipping and sliding. My rears, I had my tire pressures down to as flat as a pancake. I just could not get my rears down, and I was just it was like driving on a wet track. I've never experienced that in a dry race before. So clearly, I've done something wrong with the setup.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just odd. The hearts felt alright. I picked up a tiny bit of it was like light green wing damage, but that wasn't really affecting me. And then when the wets came, I almost crashed into the wall at the end of the bridge. So I just took it easy for the last 4 laps. There was no problem. I was just making sure I didn't put it in the wall. I could see the guys behind me a penalty, so I was just making sure I finished in P2. Yeah, it's just odd race, but I wasn't being Gunner. Even with the tap from Paella, his pace was the same today. So fair play.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, no, we were discussing here, and I want to ask you about that tap with Paya, because we were suspicious whether you picked up any rear wing or rear part of the floor damage from that.
No, no damage from that. It was only a small tap. I think the damage I picked up was at the start of the inters. It was just minor front wing damage when I nearly went straight on at the end of the bridge. So I just at that point I was like, I'm not catching Goon. There's no point pushing. The guys behind me are catching, but they're not going to catch enough when they've got penalties. So and Payet let me go back past twice actually. He let me go past once and spun it himself. And then he let me go again after my out lap. So I can't say more than that. Fair play to him.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I mean, you brought it home safe, kept your nose clean, kept penalty free as well, which is always important in
exactly.
chaotic races like this. So very well done on your driving. Congratulations on the second place.
Cheers, thank you.
Moving on then to the big climber of tonight, Bowden, starting last and ending up P3 and making some quite spectacular moves along the way. It looked like you enjoyed your time out there. Please talk us through it a bit.
I mean, what can I say? I'm just that guy. But it was fun race, you know. I think whether it rained or not, I was started on the hards. Where I thought I was in a storm first. Quite tricky first few laps, especially since everyone's so close together, and it's a really tight track. So I just tried to keep clean, make sure I didn't get any damage. It worked out. I most definitely had the pace. I mean, like, I if I got the inter call right and didn't get that time penalty, I think I might have caught up to Massey or just about. And then it was just a fun race in general. Nearly hit the wall on that like twisty second sector bit where it goes like really tight in the tunnel. It sticks out, so nearly hit that, and yeah.
No, definitely. No, but it did really look like you were, like you said, like you were enjoying your time up there as well. And I mean, being probably witnessing most of the carnage going on the mid pack early on in the race. I don't know if you can talk us through what your thoughts were trying to maneuver through the field on your way up to third.
Yeah. Bit racial, you know. I was proper angry because like people were making silly moves. You know, they were going for moves that wouldn't stick and trying to take each other out. It seemed like, and I was just angry because I couldn't find any gaps, and then DRS opened. You know, done that, and then I seen a Haas spin. I was like, oh, it's probably it's probably X11 because he was only just in front, and I seen them on my mini map or on the map, probably in the midfield pack, so I thought it was X11. Turns out it was Paella Muncher, so he had to pit for hearts. I think, and he tried to take it to the end, so he had a time penalty as well. So I think I might have, even if I had the time penalty early on, I would have overtook him. It was just overall carnage, you know. Whoopee down in like last place at one point. Don't know how that happened, and it was just everyone was everywhere pretty much.
Yeah, no, definitely.
Always exciting in Singapore, and lots of things always happen. So yeah, these things do happen there. Meat Bro, I just want to say a massive thank you for joining me in the comms. Sorry you didn't get to do a race tonight, but thank you very much.
No
for
problem.
It's been great having you.
It was a pleasure anyway. It was a pleasure anyway.
Definitely, I enjoyed having you, man. So
cheers
always
for coming on, mate. Nice one.
Always welcome if you want to give me a shout. If you're ever stuck with something to do and I'm on, just give me a shout and you can join.
Yep.
Okay. Other than that, just to confirm, Meat Bro has chosen Gunnar as driver of the day today for the stream as driver of the day. Bowden, I think you were probably absolutely dead set for it until you picked up the 3 seconds. But
it was there.
You know the rules. Yeah, well,
no,
it's your setup.
No, it's not fair. No, it was when it was raining. No, it was first corner, and literally, I'm trying to.
It is what it is.
Look, you're not going to argue. You're not going to argue your way into driver of the day, all right?
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
You'll probably get a driver's one anyway.
I was going to say, I think you'll find you may well be on for the driver's one, which is still worth the point, and you can't win both. So,
I might just vote for Whoopi on purpose now, just because it's donuts.
Yeah, do it. And he got fastest lap, Whoopi.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
clearly
the fastest driver up on track today.
Whoa, hold on.
Fully deserves driver of the day. Congrats.
What tires was he on when he set that fastest lap?
Intermediates.
No, he was on old hards.
Oh, he was on the heart.
Yeah, old hards. It was
I
like
don't
10 lap old
believe
hards.
it. No, I don't believe it. I was on.
Watch the stream back and you'll find out.
I was on, yeah, but that's not fair because I was on wet weather tires in dry conditions, and I actually set a 1 minute flat, but it didn't count. So No,
that's
the game. It's the game's fault.
Right,
the game's fault, not my fault.
Look, it's actually not me waffling on tonight. It's Bowden. Okay. In a way, thank you very much to everybody out there that's watched along with us and kept us entertained in the chat. And thanks to everybody that watches it back at a later point. We really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. The league appreciates it. Meat Bro appreciates it tonight. And so I will be back streaming on Tuesday for WAOF1. So that will be at 8 p.m. And I'd love to tell you what track it is, but I can't remember. So other than that, we should be live for tomorrow night with Kinners for the Monday night division for HRF1.
That was Vegas Tuesday.
So, oh yes, it is. It's Vegas baby for Tuesday. So come and join us for that one. And tomorrow night is Silverstone. So come and join us on Skinner's stream. Okay, guys, thank you very much. Good night. God bless. Have a nice last about 2 hours of your weekends, and I'll see you soon.